RcDriftZone. We're back here working on the VDF goal again. Today we're going to take apart all the front end again and we're going to Loctite it. We're going to use some medium Loctite from RC. Once we do this, I'm going to do some editing. So right now let's get started. Right now we're going to take the top off again. Hopefully it won't be that bad. Okay, I can take that off. I got to do all the screws too in the on the bottom. Take this off real quick. It's not, you know, loose or screws and stuff like that. All the screws and nuts. I have to go two back on. So let's take up this side. Pop you off like this. Now I have full access again to the bottom. It should really back this one out. So I'll take these off. Or try to back it out. Because I have a screw on the bottom over here. And I gotta put some Loctite on. A very nice kit or whatever. As you can see, I already took apart the whole front end. I didn't take off this wheel because I actually should take that wheel off because I still don't have no axles for it. Let me just get the right size. I guess this is the size for it. I'm going to take this wheel off temporarily until I got to place an order and get some new axles for this. That's off, that's off. Alright. Because as you see, you know how far away that is. So I got some other ones here, but I'll look at that later on. Not the same thing. Anyway. Now I'm going to use the medium blue Loctite from RC. I'm going to use this to lock down all my screws now. Because now I already kind of test fitted everything. And see, this thing's never been open, I don't think. It has never been open. Okay. Alright. I had this for a while. I never opened it. Cut this open. Hopefully that will work. Let me get something I can poke it with. So unprepared. Doing it on a video. It's okay. We all live and learn. We all make mistakes. Let's see if this works. I hope it's not frozen. Wow, it's kind of way in there. Doing it on the fly. Let's take this out. Let's clean this because it is not going good how I want it to. Alright. I'm just going to take whatever little off this and put it on the screws for now. Put some blue Loctite on. Put right down on the bottom. Then I'm going to put it back in. The reason why I'm doing Loctite because this is metal versus metal. And I don't want these screws backing off. So you're better off Loctiting them. Or if you don't do that, you're gonna wind up losing your screws. and you don't want that happening when you're driving, and then all of a sudden, oh, the whole front end comes loose or the car doesn't run right. Let's put that one back in. It's all tied up. Now let's do the two front ones. Since I already did the back ones, I can put all this back on. The back shaft and everything. For the upper arms. Let's get this out of here. Let's put this into a spacer. And then comes with a spacer, with a big spacer as you see there. Then it comes with this type of piece, which I'm going to use some more Kawasaki products for it. I'm going to grease it up some more. So it's not constant friction, you know, metal versus metal. We also have something to slide on. Almost there. Okay. Alright, that's on. Let's do the next side real quick. Let's put this spacer in. Screw it in. Once we screw this in, then we're going to go to the next step. So we can put the arms back together again. Right now what we're doing is I'm taking apart the rear. I'm going to Loctite it, and I got to fix that pulley. Oh, there we go. Let's just leave it on the ground for now. I got to fix the rear pulley on it because she's not lined up right. And then I'm going to re-Loctite everything together again. Let's take all these screws out. Which I had drill, but I don't. Let's do one side at a time. And let's readjust our pulley. Try to do this without taking the other side off. And that looks kind of right there. Let's just test fit this and see how the pulley lines up. And after that, I'll take the screws back out again, just to Loctite them. I realized that the pulley wasn't really straight. Oh, she's not going in. Let's get this side in a little bit. Let's get this side in just to make sure. Oh, that thing's falling. Okay. Yeah, this was not going in, but my belt is now straight. Now let's hopefully not lose our mark on this. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this off. Let's get these screws out. Put the screws on the side for now. Let's back this one out. Now let's place this back in. Let's place this back in where it's supposed to go, just like that. We'll take our blue kerosene Loctite. So making sure our pulley is still straight. Put a little bit on it right there. Let's do the back one. I don't want to send it home yet until I get the next one in. There's a little much I have on there, but it's alright. Screw this one in. That's screwed in. Let's get this one done. Okay. Right, that's in. Alright, now our pulley is now straight. My belt lines up good. We're going to put this back together. I got to do the other side because the rings popped off. I believe I put it on wrong. But we're going to see. Let's put the axle back in. Let's put this back in. Oh, excuse me. Now let's do the other side. On the other side, now what I gotta do is, I got these rings, it's like spacers. You know, they're on the wrong side. I gotta refix that. So let's do that right now. Hopefully, I'll take the whole thing off again. Let's do this one. Let's do this. And like I said, don't be intimidated to work on your own car. It's always a learning experience. Then you know how the car was put together and how the car, like, to fix the problem. If there was any problem with it. Let's take you out. Get a little stuck in there a little bit. Alright. Now I should really take it off because these rings I think are in the wrong spot. So let's take that off. I really didn't want to take this one off, but it looks like I'm gonna have to after I just put it back together. So it's a learning experience. Like I said, don't be afraid to work on your own cars. Let's back this one off again, because I'm gonna have to take off the rear diff to fix these rings. Okay, that's off, that's off. Now, let's take this off now. So I believe these rings are on the inside. I believe. These little spacers. Got 1, 2. There was only 2 spaces on it. Let's put this back together, just like that. Now let's put our rear diff back in. Trying to see how I don't want to have my rear diff on an angle. So leave that one that's like that. I already have Loctite on these two, so I'll have to reapply again. Let's get this side in. And she looks off. So let's fix this. This looks good. I'm just gonna hold this down. The rear pulley looks twisted. It's not because it is twisted. It's just because the ring itself on the edging of the pulley is bent. But it's alright. At least I know it's holding, and I know my pulley is still straight. She looks still straight to me. Yep, she looks straight still. Okay. Now, let's get the other side. We're gonna take this off again. We're gonna back out these screws. Once we back these screws out, put some Loctite on, and then the rear of the car is all done and Loctited. Now I don't have to worry about no issues of screws backing out. Because like I said, you know, if you don't Loctite. So I already went ahead and put together the whole rear of the car. So now everything's all good now. So now only thing was what I had a problem with before was that I had a problem with that my front shocks was pushed in. So what I did was I took some old pieces that I had laying around, some spacers from my D3. So basically what I did was I put these cone spacers in, and now I kind of pushed out my shock, so I'm happy with that. So and another thing is I gotta fix my pulley down here because I need a bushing for it. I gotta make a bushing so I can put the belt back on, and just get the front together over here. Because as you see, you know, right now I don't have the pins in it yet, and see how much space I have between. So I gotta figure out a way how to either make a spacer between this or get the right axles for it. So that's what we're doing for today, and that's it. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.